Hi, my name is Rachel Torres, and today we're going to practice a gentle chair yoga practice that would be great if you have a spinal cord injury or a stroke, or just want a nice gentle practice in a chair. All of the above would be fine. So let's start by taking our to-do list and what we've got going on today and putting it in a pretend basket outside the door. It'll be there when we're done. And just come into our chairs. First, just get some nice, good posture going on. Perhaps roll the shoulders back and down. Tuck in the low ribs and lengthen the spine. Consciously soften around the eyes. You close your eyes if you want to. The jaw and the scalp. Just letting your tongue rest. Hold tension in our tongue. It's weird, but we do. And just breathe in and out normally. No fancy breathing yet. We'll get there. Just leaving our things in the basket outside the door for now. And I want you to know throughout this practice, everything is your choice. This is your body, your practice, your choice. If I call out something, that's really not right for my body, please don't do it. It's totally fine. You'll get benefits from just being here, listening to me, and relaxing. That's beneficial in and of itself. Even if you choose not to move and just to listen, it's totally fine. And if you have some parts of your body that move and some don't, that's also okay. Pretend that it can move. I know that sounds crazy, but when we do that, we actually, the neurons in our brain actually fire that as if they were actually moving. So you really are helping your brain and body talk to each other just by imagining doing the movements. So it's up to you, your choice. So let's start now. The breathing won't get too crazy, maybe a little. So, but let's start now with just breathing in and out, in for 5, out for 5, with good posture. That's it. So just count to yourself. It doesn't have to be exactly 1 second. Just in for 5, out for 5. You can close your eyes if you want to. So slow and easy. In for 5, out for 5. This is called coherent reading, and it balances the two opposing sides of your nervous system. So it brings you even keel. This is a good one. A lot of the breathing that we'll use, they're tools. So you can use them at different times when you need different things. But for starting the class, we want to come into equilibriums. And while you're breathing, consciously relax around your eyes, your jaw, and your scalp. We naturally hold a lot of tension in our face and our neck and our whole heads. So consciously, and in order to consciously relax those parts, all you have to do is become aware of them. You don't have to become aware of, okay, neck, time to relax. All you have to do is think about your neck, and it will do it all by itself. Let's do a few more of those, relaxing the jaw, the eyes, and the scalp. Good. All right, so I think what we're going to do next is some gentle neck work. Again, if this is not in your personal practice what you would like to do, it's completely fine. So what I'd like for you to do now is tuck your chin down and feel the nice length in the back of the neck and take your breath there as if you could actually breathe out of the back of your neck. Keeping your good posture, the best posture you have today. In for 5, out for 5. Try to breathe out of your nose if you can. Now let's pretend that we're all wearing a scoop neck shirt. And what I'd like for you to do is take your chin down where it was just a second ago, and then go up to the right, follow the scoop neck or the pretend scoop neck of your shirt. Go slow and easy. Now let's see if we can coordinate this gentle movement with the inhale and exhale. So inhale around one part of the circle and exhale around the other. So you inhale and exhale. Good, and then come up and just rest. Just go back to normal, easy breathing. And I also always like to throw some of the science into why we're doing this, not because I'm being a nerd, which I am, but just because it's important to know that this simple movement that looks like no big deal, which it's not, is actually doing a lot for us. When we move rhythmically, gently side to side, we're working with the inner ear and our vestibular system, our balance. We turn on some chemicals in our brain that calm us. So it's good stuff, and it's a very, very simple movement. So let's do some more slow, rhythmic things. So let's inhale our shoulders up and exhale our shoulders down. Good. Inhale them up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together and exhale them down. Now, you can, if this movement doesn't come naturally to your body, again, just think about it. Using your breath to think about the shoulders coming up and the shoulders coming down. Shoulders coming up and the shoulders coming down. Now, let's see if you want to, keep moving just like this, just the shoulders. Or if it would feel good to you, or if you want to try it, you can come forward and then lift your shoulders and let them come back, perhaps rocking on the back of the hips. Kind of making a wave-like motion with the spine, along with the shoulders. If that feels good. If it doesn't feel good, go back to the shoulders. Your practice. We're inhaling up and exhaling down. Good. So I'm kind of getting my spine in on the rotation. There's no perfect way to do this. We're just waking up the spine a little bit. In our practice today, it's a brief one, but we're going to move the spine 7 different ways. And that's something that you can think of when practicing either with me or on your own, is how can I move my spine in 7 different ways? Good. So one of the things that we're going to do, if you were just moving your shoulders then, let's try to move the spine in a C shape forward and in a C shape backwards. Flexion, extension, and we'll move with the breath too. So all that means is we'll inhale and make a C shape with our spine, and then we'll exhale and make a C shape the other way, maybe tucking the chin if that feels good. If any of you guys have taken a yoga class before, you might recognize this as cat-cow. So this is the cow, kind of sagging the belly down. Often this is done on the hands and knees, but we're going to do it in the chair. And this is the cat. He's mad with his back arched. But what we're doing is we're creating space between the vertebrae, nourishing the discs, and that's what gets nutrition to our spinal cord, which is, of course, connected to our brain. So we want to give it a lot of love. And then come back to the center, nice deep breath in between. Nice. So that was one way of moving the spine, flexion, extension, and we've already done our good posture, and that's lengthening of the spine. So let's try a very gentle twist. Again, if you want to just think about the twist, that's okay. So I'm going to take a nice deep inhale in the center, and then I'm going to exhale and take it to the side, and my chin is going to stay parallel to the floor, so I don't want to dip my chin down. And if I want to, I can take hold of the arm of my chair, and I might turn to the side, and if it feels good and I feel safe, maybe I'll look over the shoulder and turn a little bit more. And when I get there, take 3 deep breaths. Now, it may feel really weird to breathe when you're in a deep twist, but boy, it's good for our spine, it's good for our diaphragm, and it's super relaxing. So do about 3 of those, maybe 4, come back to the center, deep breath in between. Nice deep inhale on this side, and take it to the left on the exhale. And then in the twist, see if you can take a deep breath. Not easy. It might just be a tiny breath, and that's okay. Remember, ours is good for our shoulders, our spine, our spinal cord. Nice deep breaths. The way the spinal cord gets nourished is to move the spine in these bending ways. Come back to the front, deep breath in between. So we compress the discs and let go. Compress and let go. They're like little sponges. So they like to move like this. Good. All right, so we've done cat-cow. That's one way of moving the spine. Lengthening. We've done our twists. Now let's try some lateral things. So lateral just means sideways. So I'm going to show you this with some arm movement, but if that's not happening today, you can just use your shoulders. Just join in to the best of your ability and interest. So what I'm going to do is with my right hand, I'm going to pretend I'm holding a large pepperoni pizza. So inhale the shoulder back. Exhale, push the pizza up like you're making the pepperoni stick to the ceiling long on the side, and then relax your arm. Now let's try to do that with our breath. Inhale the shoulder back. Exhale, push the pepperonis toward the ceiling and relax. Inhale the shoulder back. Exhale, push pepperonis, and then rest. Inhale back. Push the pepperonis long, pretend the ceiling weighs a ton, and then rest, but instead of doing it again, this time let's take it to the side, here. And if you have a caregiver who could help you with this, if this is a tough movement, go ahead. It's okay to have some help. And if it doesn't feel bad to your neck, you can turn and look up. If it does, just look forward and then come back to center. All right, so let's try that on the other side. We'll get our pizza in our left hand. I'm holding onto my chair to make sure I'm secure. That might be a good option. And we inhale the shoulder back. Exhale, push the pepperonis toward the ceiling, long, and relax. Inhale back. Exhale, pepperonis toward the ceiling, long, and relax. Inhale, shoulder back. Push the pepperonis to the very heavy ceiling, long on the side, and relax. And this time, instead of more pepperonis to the ceiling, we're going to take it to the side, perhaps with help, perhaps not. Perhaps looking up, perhaps not. 3 deep breaths. And good. All right, deep breath in between. Whenever we're in a chair for a long period of time, or in any life we want to keep our core strong. Very, very important for breathing, very important for balance, just very important overall. And one of my favorite ways of doing this, I like to call squash the blueberry. And if you can, if you're toward the front of your chair like me, scoot back a little and see if you can feel there's a natural curve in your low back to where you want that. So we don't want to be bolt upright. It should be a natural curve. So what I'd like to do is pretend there's a blueberry right behind that small part of my back. So the curved part, right behind that, there's a blueberry. And what I'm going to do is squish the blueberry, okay? And I'm going to do it with my breath. Sounds crazy. So take a nice deep inhale. Remember the cat-cow? It's kind of like that. But what we're going to do differently is we're going to squish the blueberry, tilting the hips back and hold it. And try to hold that and take 3 deep breaths. Harder than it looks. And relax. And if you only got 1 breath, that's okay. So that one's tough. That's isometric movement. It means that we're working really hard, but nobody can tell. So that's kind of cool because we can do this anywhere. So let's try that one again. So I can take a nice deep inhale here. Exhale, squish the blueberry, tilting the pelvis back. Hold 3 deep breaths while you hold. And relax. Whew, working me out. Even though it doesn't look like I'm doing anything. All right, one more time. Take a nice deep breath. Moving the spine. And then squishing the blueberry. Exhale. If you want to, you can even tuck your chin here. If that felt nice earlier on the back of your neck, go for it. And 3 deep breaths while you're really squishing the blueberry. Good, and relax. And here are a few things to help us with neck stiffness, which I get, most people I know get. So these are really good little tools to have. So this is one where if you can do this to yourself, fine. Or if you'd like help from a caregiver, that's fine too. So, and if you can, I'm going to show you. What we're going to do is find our right collarbone, find the collarbone, put our fingers underneath it. I know this sounds weird, but it'll feel really good, I promise. Push in and down, and then the left ear goes toward the left shoulder. You'll feel a lengthening on the side of the neck, 3 deep breaths. And if you can't do that with your fingers, just take your neck to the side, 3 deep breaths. Either way, this just gives, we're pulling on the muscle covering that goes all the way over your head. And when you're in your 3 deep breaths, relax the eyes, the scalp, and the jaw, and then come back up. Let's do the other side there. So I find my collarbone. I'm going to go underneath it, press in and down, and then take it to the side. 3 deep breaths. Eyes, scalp, jaw. Remember, all we have to do is be aware of the body part for it to relax. Come back up. And let's do the same thing. Find our sternum, a hard covering right over our heart, and press on it gently, and then pull down gently, and then our chin comes up, stretching out the front of the neck, 3 deep breaths. And if you'd like to try something that it looks weird, but it feels pretty good, take a big bite out of, you guys know those Panera bread bowls? Let's take a big bite out of those. Yes, I know that looks crazy, but it's good stuff, and it really helps relax around here, and your jaw holds a lot of tightness in your neck. Well, mine does. All right, good job, guys. So let's do another one that's going to look pretty weird, but it's very, very good for people who have brain and spinal cord injuries or anyone who deals with balance issues. And we're not going to get up and put our leg and hold it up, nothing like that. So we're going to work with our eyes. We're working with our eyes and ears for our balance. That's weird, but yes. Okay, so remember when we did the scoop neck? Let's do that again. So take the scoop neck, so your chin goes to the side, stop there. And now with my eyes, I'm going to make an X. So I'm going to take my eyes and I'm going to look upper right, lower left, upper left, lower right, and then come back to the center, deep breath in between. Yes, it's weird, but it's good for us. So chin comes down, I scoop it to the side. I'm going to take my eyes upper right, I'm making an X, lower left, upper left, lower right, I come back to the center, deep breath in between. Now if that made you dizzy, it's okay to skip the eye movements. They can actually be quite intense, even though they're gentle, but brain-wise, they can be a lot to take on. But if you'd like to do another eye one that's good for our balance, our proprioception, that's where we are in space, telling our brain where our head is, where our knees are. That's very, very important. So we got our good posture still. So our shoulders are rolled back and down, but we're not, no Mick Jagger. This is just tucked in, nice and natural. Okay, let's take our eyes around the clock. So I'm going to take them up to 12 o'clock and slowly around to 3, and then down to 6, and then 9, and then 12, and then I'm going to come back to center and squeeze them really, really, really hard and relax. So I don't know, my mouth did that too. I don't know if I can do them separately. And for me, I don't think it's possible. Let's do that one more time. So look up at 12, let's go backwards. 9, 6, 3, and 12, and then scrunch up, teeth, jaw, face, and then relax, deep breath in between. The reason we do that is because our face and our hands have the most neural connections of any part of our body. So the more that we use those, even doing crazy face stuff, we're firing all kinds of stuff in our brain. So it's good stuff. All right. On that note, let's do some stuff with our hands. So how about opening the palms? Flipping them over. Opening. And flipping. And perhaps meeting the pinkies. And don't worry if you do this perfect or not. It doesn't matter. Still breathing nice and easy. See if I can fold up left to right, and then unfold right to left. Fold up. Let's go back the other way. Right, left, left, to right, and then squeeze really hard. Squeeze, 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 and then relax. That's only with one hand, absolutely. Bringing it in like this and out with this. Or I'm thinking about doing it with both hands. Maybe. All right. So let's try, this one's called shake and stop. Don't worry if you're not perfect at this. It's okay. It's okay to be silly about it too. Yoga doesn't have to be, oh, I'm in a cave, I'm very serious, I'm meditating. Meditating's great, but we don't have to take ourselves too seriously. It's a good idea to just relax and we do what we do. So on that note, let's shake and stop. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Shake, shake, shake. Stop. One more time. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Maybe I cross them. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Cross the other way. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Shake, 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 shake. Stop. Now, here's the tough one. Shake the right hand. Left hand. Right hand. Left hand. And relax. Big, deep breath in between. It sounds crazy, but if you have, your breath is so powerful. It can, when you're sleepy, it can wake you up. When you're angry, it can calm you down. When you need to go back to sleep, there's all kinds of tools. And most of them are pretty easy to learn. Now, the first one we did in the beginning of class was coherent breathing. The in for 5, out for 5. Now, this one is a really good toolbox for when we're stressed or angry, frustrated, or got a lot going on and we need to just chill. In this case, we want to extend the exhale, not for 5 minutes, just for a couple of beats, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to breathe in for 4 and out for 6 through my nose. That's it. So I'm going to go in for 4 and out for 6. Okay, so extending the exhale. If that's all you remember about that, completely fine. Now I'm going to add on to that a little bit. I'm going to, when I want you to inhale, I'm going to have my arm come up. And then when I want you to hold, and it won't be for very long, I'll do like this. And then I exhale like this. And then we'll pause here. Okay? I like to call this breath the 4-4-6-2 breath. We're going to inhale for 4, hold for 4, exhale for 6, pause for 2. And if this is completely confusing, just go back to extend the exhale for a couple of beats. Fine. But I really love this one, especially when I can't sleep. This is when I use it the most. Okay? So inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Pause and pause. Okay, that was an example of 4-4-6-2. Now when I do it, I'm also going to say eyes, scalp, jaw. And when I do that, I want you to just think of them. They'll automatically relax. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's do that one again. Now remember, it's in through your nose, out through your nose. If you're congested, use your mouth. No biggie. Okay? Inhale 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale slow 2, 3. Eyes, scalp, jaw, pause and pause. Inhale, belly, rib cage, collarbone, hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale slow 2, 3. Eyes, scalp, jaw, pause and pause. Inhale, belly, rib cage, collarbone, hold 2, 3, 4. Exhale slow 2, 3, 4. Eyes, scalp, jaw. I invite you to take a second and just close your eyes and feel how your body feels. No right or wrong answer to that. Hopefully it's a good feeling. Close your eyes if you want to and just notice your body. Notice how you feel. All right, so that's the bring me down when I'm feeling crazy breath. Okay, let's have another breath that when I'm feeling sleepy and I need to wake up or I need to be more energized, is a very, very good breath. This breath does increase blood pressure. So if you have well-controlled blood pressure, whether naturally or on medication, you should be fine. We're not going to do it for a really, really long time or anything like that. But if your blood pressure is naturally high, take it easy and see how you feel with this one, because this does take it up, or skip this one. Okay? And this can be useful, being as it does bring blood pressure up to those of us who have very low blood pressure and need to balance that. So good to know. Okay. And this one has got a very serious and fancy name. It is called getting a mosquito out of your nose. So the yoga word is kapalabhati, but we're going to call it getting a mosquito out of your nose because that's what we're going to do. Okay, I'm going to do it first and I'll explain because I know that sounds crazy. So I'm going to take a deep breath in my belly. Don't do it yet, just watch. I'm going to go, but I'm going to do that 10 times. And then I'm going to relax and take a deep breath. So don't think about inhaling because you're going to inhale by yourself. Your body will naturally do that. Just, I have a mosquito in my nose. I'm going to get it out. You might want to have a little blow your nose before this, just in case. All right, so here we go. Let's try this and see how you feel. Okay, we're going to do 3 of these. Take a nice deep inhale and relax. Deep breath in between. Nice deep inhale and relax. Now I put my hand on my tummy just because it naturally wants to go there. That's your choice. Okay. Other normal relaxing breaths. This one's kind of intense. If you suffer from bipolar disorder, I want you to skip this one. Okay. But if you don't, you want to try it out? Here we go. One more time. Take a nice deep inhale and relax. Okay. So that's one where we're feeling sleepy, but we need to not be sleepy. We're doing some work. You need to be awake. Or even that can be done if you're, in the car safely stopped. That would be better. But if you're feeling tired in the car and you need to wake up a little bit, that's a good idea too. All right. So let's take a minute to do some just kind of quiet meditation. Nothing hard. Just sitting nice and comfortable in your chair. If you want to lean back, that's okay. If you feel really good sitting up straight like this, that's okay too. Just be comfortable. If you want to lay down for this part, that's fine too. Just be comfy. Close your eyes if you want to, if you're comfortable closing your eyes. And all I'm going to do is, remember during our practice I was talking about becoming aware of certain body parts and how that can be relaxing. That's all I'm going to do. We're just going to go through the body and I'm going to name that body part, and all I want you to do is to be aware of it. There's nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to get good at. And that's the whole point, is we're sitting here practicing yoga together. Everything is okay. No matter what is going on in the outside parts of our lives, right here, right now, there is nothing to achieve. You don't have to be super spouse, super daughter, whatever. You're good to go right here, right now. And just start taking some of those in for 5, out for 5. And I'm just going to talk you through different parts of your body, that's all. After you've done a couple of those, just breathe naturally. Don't worry about your breath. It'll take care of itself. I invite you, if you want to become aware of your mouth. Top lip, the bottom lip, space between the lips. Notice your right cheek, left cheek, the weight of your tongue in your mouth. The muscles around your throat. your nostrils, eyebrows, outer corners of the eyes, inner corners of the eyes, your scalp. Come on down to your right shoulder, left shoulder, right elbow, left elbow, left pinky, third finger, second finger, first finger of the left hand, thumb of the left hand, thumb of the right hand, first finger, second, third, pinky, palm of both hands. Become aware, please, of the entire length of the arms from the shoulders to the tips of the fingers. Now let's take our attention to our breath. Effortless and easy. I breathe in. I breathe out. Breathe in, let. And breathe out, go. Take your attention to your belly. Soft and easy. Right hip, left hip. Right thigh, left thigh. Right knee, left knee. The big toe on the right side. Pinky toe on the right side. Big toe on the left side. Pinky toe on the left side. I invite you to become aware of everything from your belly button down, all the way through your hips and thighs and knees to your feet. Now I invite you to become aware of the top half of your body, the lower half of your body, the front of your body, the back of your body. Now take your awareness to your heart. Inhale right into your heart and exhale. I invite you, if you feel even a drop of contentment, let that start in your heart and just blossom all the way to your fingertips, to your toes, like a beanstalk unfurling. And if you have your eyes closed, you can go ahead and open them. You spend so much time thinking about the negative and the bad and the news and the this and the that. If you feel even a drop of peace, joy, contentment, stop and let yourself feel it. I'm going to say what I like to say at the end of class. It's okay if you do it, okay if you don't. What this means at the end of class, when I put my hands like this and say namaste, it means the light in my heart sees, connects, and respects the light in yours. Namaste. Namaste, beautiful yogis.